Wanted to cover the top 5 struggles a homeowner has when they're selling a house. One of the first things that I hear is understanding market trends and pricing. I always have an interview with a potential home seller, and they always tell me my neighbor down the street sold their house for this much, and my cousin got this much for the house. I think understanding why houses are priced the way they are and why houses sell where they sell, like that is an integral part of what I can offer as a realtor and what realtors offer you as a home seller. Just because your neighbor's house sold for a certain amount, was it in better condition? Was there a lot more square footage? Did they have a basement? Did they have a pool? There's so many variables that go into that that I think a lot of home sellers don't understand. Number 2, preparing a house for sale. I think a lot of people understand, like, all right, I need to declutter the house. But staging the house is super important too. And there are certain things that we want to draw attention to, and there's certain things that we want to draw attention from when it comes to selling your house, staging your house, making your house presentable. Just because your interest and your taste is one way doesn't necessarily mean whoever is buying your house has that same interest or same taste. Number 3, navigating through the selling process. Do most homeowners understand what that paperwork trail looks like? There's a reason why there's hundreds and hundreds of real estate attorneys just in our area. Do you understand how earnest money works? Do you understand who picks title companies? Do you understand why some title companies are better than others? Do you understand how the inspection process works? Do you understand how the appraisal process works? Do you understand what your options are as a seller when there's a problem with inspection or appraisal? I would say a good 20 to 30% of deals never make it to the closing table because of inspection and appraisal issues. As a home seller, you should understand what your legal rights are. Is the lender a good lender? I think that that's something that you need to understand when someone is bringing you an offer. As a home seller, you do have the right to navigate through prices, but there's also ancillary things that make a big difference too, like the terms. I think understanding where that pre-approval is coming from, and is it a pre-approval? What stage are they in? Have they gone through underwriting? All of those things are important when understanding if that pre-approval is good or not good. One of the other things that we should think about is number 4, dealing with buyer complaints. I have taken hours and hours and hours of training classes addressing certain pitfalls that can happen and certain complaints that a buyer has. So we need to understand what rights a buyer has. We need to understand what rights a seller has. Very important as we're navigating through deals. Number 5, what is the best way to sell your house and how are we going to market your house? Digital marketing is huge. A lot of times when I am advertising somebody's house, I'm using Google, I'm using Facebook, I'm using direct marketing, I'm using targeted marketing, I'm marketing to the 16,000 some people I have in my database, but we're also focusing on people that may be interested in that area as well. We also use Zillow, Realtor.com, but when you work with me, and if you work with a good realtor, they're gonna go over options you have as far as using video, pictures from a photographer, possibly aerial pictures, drone. There's a number of ways to market and advertise your house. And if you're not using all of those, you're probably not getting the most money you could get for your house.